Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be looking at is telling time. And we've been talking about telling time all school year, but again, we're going to be revisiting it today. So if I have my clock here, okay, the first thing that I want to look at when I'm trying to tell the time is there's going to be a big hand and there's going to be a little hand. Okay, so if I have, okay, this right here, I'm looking to see first which one is the big hand and which one is the small hand. So this one is smaller than this one, so I know this one is going to be my big or my small hand, and that's the hour hand. Okay, so what number is it pointing to? That will show the hour. Okay, it's going towards the 2, so I know it's going to be 2 something. Okay, now to find out what my minutes are, I look at the big hand. And to find the minutes, I have to count by 5s all the way until I get to where it is pointing. So if I start up here, I'm starting at 1. I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so the time is going to be 2:35. Okay, so it's important to remember that the little hand tells the hour. The big hand tells the minutes. Okay, now something that I have noticed that we get stuck on sometimes is when the arrow, or the minute hand and the hour hand, is in between a number. Okay, so if I have, let me try and draw this better. Okay, so if I have a time that looks like this, what ends up happening is that you go like this and you see, well, it's close to the 3, so I'm going to say it's 3. Okay, but if I make a dotted line, okay, did it make it to the 3 yet? No, it didn't. So it's actually still going to be 2. So the only way it's going to be a 3 is if it is past the 3 and not to the 4. So it's actually still going to be 2. Okay, and now I'm going to count by 5s again to find out how much I have here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So it is 2:55. So 2 important things you need to remember. The first one is that in order to find the minutes, you need to find the big hand and count by 5s. And the way to find the hour is to look at the small hand and see what number is it pointing to. Okay? The second thing to remember is that if the small hand is in between 2 numbers, okay, you can draw those little dots and it will help you. If it hasn't reached the next number yet, you have to go back to the number before. So it would be 2 o'clock. Okay? So those are the 2 things with time that you really need to remember.